What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of my MLB The Show CaP franchise series. I control the Mariners. Currently, we have 31 creative players in this franchise series from the Twitch and YouTube community that we're also watching on the side, drafted on random teams. My name is West Coast. I appreciate you checking in. This is episode number 9, year 2. And we just had the draft last episode. Here is what we lined up with. Not bad at all. We got Bullpen, which we desperately needed. We did make a trade last episode, though, as well, and got a couple more Bullpen pieces. But we did draft one, 89. I will take it. Don't care that he's 22. He's fine. We did get another outfielder, which we desperately needed as well. Our outfield is absolutely terrible. Got a couple solid pitchers as well to continue kind of the rebirth of the pitching in the minor leagues. Then I believe we guessed on a couple of these with Hubert Webb and Armando Herrera and did okay on both of them. I'm okay with an 84 catcher and an 81 first baseman as well. So a very, very good draft. And now we go into year 2 here. You see where we are, 58 and 52 as we are beginning. I think the Rangers are going to win the West. That's just a guess. I don't know. In the wild card, we're right there. We're right there. So although we have no chance of the West, we are trying for a playoff spots. A quick little intro, or not intro, just a reminder on our team. Remember, we do have 2 caps on this team, Fister Furbush and Jamison Cumbest. We did trade away Mitch Haniger, so we are going to be a little light on the outfielding. He was making $14 million. We had to get rid of him. It was the last year. We weren't going to keep him, so we needed to at least get something for him. So this is where we're at here. Our team's doing okay. The bottom of our lineup is not very good. Harry Ford, I'm not too worried about. He's 22. He's still got a lot to go. But the outfield, this is where we struggle. This is where we're trying to build the squad out. That's why we drafted Corson. And I believe we traded for a right fielder as well in that Mitch Haniger trade. So this episode will be the second half of the season. 58 and 52, that's 110, which means we have 52 games to go. We will move a little bit slower here through the games. We have 2 months. There's nothing into October. I don't care about lineups. There's nothing really changing. We'll kind of go a week at a time and then take a peek here. Blanco's out for a couple of days. That's okay. We go 3-3. The Brewers have just called up Jackson Chourio. Welcome to the major leagues, Jackson Chourio. The Astros do jump us there, so that's not great. If you look at the ranks there, we're 3rd in pitching, but our offense is not great. That's what we're working on. We all know the Mariners have good pitching, especially in real life. We're number 1 in a lot of categories in real Major League Baseball as of this point, but our offense is pathetic, and that is what we are working on. I don't know if there's anything that we want to fix to our lineup. Yes, Polanco's out for a couple days. He doesn't really start for us anyway, although he probably should. That's probably a mistake here. 2nd, 3rd short. Actually, I think Polanco does play. I think Cole Young's just in for him now. So let's sim until Polanco's back. All right, then we'll go make sure he is back in the lineup, and he is, but they put him in for 2nd. So that's not going to happen, sir. I'm better defensively. I say I, but y'all know. Y'all know what I mean. Polanco goes back in here. And Fister Furbush, a dude that's crushing it for us, really thinks that he is going to play. Or I really think that he's going to be benched. Sim is stupid. That's not going to happen. Furbush back in. We have lost 3 straight, though. We're not doing well here. Wow. We get swept by the Orioles. We lose the first 2 games of the KC series. Bryce Miller comes in and throws a banger for us. But we are not having a good August here thus far. We scored 2, 3, 4, 5 runs in 5 games. So the offense continues to struggle here as we go into the second to last week in August. Let's sim the rest of the KC series. All right, we do sweep, so that's good. We do sweep. We go into the Brewers, 57 and 66 at home. And we take 2 of 3. Can't be upset with winning a series. I just want to make sure they didn't screw with our lineup again, and they did not. Fister Furbush continues to be cold. We look at Polanco, Luke Raley are hot. That's good. Our all-stars here. And we have some rookies that are coming up because we need depth here. We got Jack Smith, Jonathan Clase. Cole Young is also a rookie. This is his first year here. He's played 9 games. So we're pretty young offense, and that's what we need to continue to work on. It's nice we have Julio at 24, and he signed for a long time and for pretty cheap too because of his escalating contract in real life per se. So he will be with us for a while. I don't think I'll ever dump Julio. Unless he starts to regress at like 29, then I might have to get rid of him. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll finish off the rest of the week here. We have 3 with the White Sox, who, just like in real life, are absolute dog shit. And we get the sweep as we should. Bryce Miller with another win evens his record. Ryan Stanek with his 5th win out of the pen. And Ty Adcock gets his 4th win out of the pen as well. Gets us a 69-62, still 13.5 back. Look at the wild card. We have dropped a game or so. There's 5 teams competing for 3 spots. So this is going to be a battle down to the wire here, which is very, very nice. Let's go finish out the month, and then we'll take a look at something else here. 3 with the Twins, 82 and 50. The Twins are absolutely killing it this year. We're running into a juggernaut. Jake Anchia, who cares? All right, so we avoid the sweep. We put up 11 in the 3rd game of the set in Minnesota. I believe that was in Minnesota. Yeah. It was, I believe. Yeah. So we salvaged 1 game. Let's finish off the month here with the Angels. We split with the Angels the first 2 games of the series. So we are into September here. Lineup has not changed. Thankfully, the sim has not changed anything. I have no idea why that's the way it is. The positions are all messed up. It doesn't really matter. Harry Ford's up to a 76 now. That's great. I do actually want to look at our AAA lineup, see if anybody is doing anything, to be honest. Jason Vossler, 74 driven, hitting 267. Not really going to improve at all. Probably won't be in the organization much longer, being 31 years old. Our AA, RJ Shrek hitting 303. Lazaro Montes, okay. Hogan Windish. Celestin up to a 64. And here's all our other top prospects. Johnny Farmello, I guess, is not top, but he is in real MLB. Zach Clemente, the guy that we drafted last year, he's an A, and he already improving decently well in his first year. Segura is the guy we traded for. He's also a B potential. So we have some players coming up. It's just gonna take some time. Aston Easy 444. Jackson Kowar came over in the Kelnick trade 3.4. Cooler Rosales, the top pitcher that we drafted last year. For some reason, he's not. Why do you have so many starters up? Ugh. Sim, man. Sim. Trent Thornton is not a starter. Oh, good lord. The rest of these are. Walter Ford's here. This guy's not. Dewey Turner is. Man. You have to babysit these rosters sometimes if you want it to be pretty legit. Now, again, starters can be in the bullpen, especially in the minor leagues. A lot of starters pitch 2-3 innings, and that's it to kind of get their workload up. But, yeah. I like to be as legit as possible, so that makes it more fun for me. We'll go look here, though. Top 20 before we head into the last month. Rosales and Clemente were my draft picks last year. Cole Young is a real player. Segura is a guy I traded for. Colt Emerson is up there. So really, we probably only have 5 legitimate prospects right now. All these guys are Bs. They're good. But for like A potentials, we have 2. Oof. Okay. The draft incoming players next year will change that, which is nice. 2030. Good Lord. All right. So we'll go back here now. Into the month, let's finish out the Angels series. And we lose 2 or 3 to the Angels. That is not great at all. Now we have Boston, 21 games under 500. Gilbert, Miller, and Wu. Fix the roster yourself. I don't care. And we lose 2 one-run games as our pitching just completely fails us. 7 runs and 9 runs. Clifford Rosales, who comes up. Does he make a spot start? No, he just came in and pitched 4 innings after Brian Wu makes his major league debut. 4 innings, doesn't allow a hit. He does walk 3, strikes out 4. Actually, that's not a major league debut. He has a 6.75 ERA. Did he make his debut here? No. He make his debut in this game? That's the wrong one. So that's not a good debut. He came in to start the 7th for some reason. We throw him into that situation in a 3-3 game and bring in the rookie, and he gets absolutely shelled. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't know. That's just me. That is just me as our pitching goes cold, and that is just not what we need to see here. As we go down the stretch, we're 2.5 back in the wild card now. Astros, A's, Giants, Rays. So we don't have the toughest of schedules. But the 7 games with the Astros are going to determine a lot. Let's go through this Astros series. And we split a 4-game set with the Astros. We are able to split. Not ideal, but at least we hold pat. Go through the Tuesday, 16.5 back. The Rangers far and away taking the division. As we drop to 3.5 back. We're going to need a miracle here to make the playoffs. A quick 2-game set with the Giants that we split again. Man, we're playing 500 baseball. We just can't seem to get out of our own way here. 4 huge games here on the road in Oakland. I mean, 3 of 4 minimum is the only positive note here. A sweep would be great. And we lose 3 of 4. Unbelievable. The team is just not performing down the stretch. They're starting to fail. Garver and Polanco stay hot, but everyone else starting to chill. 30 home runs. You look here on the right side, it's our pitching just continuing to struggle through the month of September. We are now 5 back. Our elimination number is 8. Probably that is going to be it for us, barring a miracle here. 3 with Tampa Bay. And 3 with Oakland. Honestly, the only chance I think we have is to win all 6 of these games. And I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. We would take 2 or 3 from Tampa Bay. And we get swept by the A's. What in the holy hell are we doing losing 6 of 7 games in the final month to the Sacramento Athletics? Holy shit, this team took an absolute dump on itself. Our offense struggled. Our pitching struggled down the stretch. We just couldn't find a way to win games. We look at the standings. We are eliminated from the division, and we are 1 game away from being eliminated from the wild card. And the Mariners will miss the playoffs for another season, most likely here in 2025. But we do still have 6 games to go. Is there anybody that we can ruin here? Angels, no. Can we ruin the Astros at all? I mean, maybe. Depending how these next 3 games go, we can maybe ruin the Houston Astros. We will see what happens here. At least get through the A, of course. Now we win games. We sweep the Angels. Of course we do. The Astros have clinched, so there is nothing to spoil. Maybe we have it so they don't host, I guess. Because right now they'd be the 4 seed. So they would host the 5. Yeah, so the Blue Jays would have to sweep. We have to beat the Astros, presumably all 3 times to force them to travel. But this is where we'll end up. 3 games to go. We struggle down the stretch. Offense particularly, but you look at the runs that we've allowed to, it's not good. The Astros 82-80. Fittingly, in Mariners fashion, we end the final game by getting 3-hit shutout through 10 innings. What a way to end the season in 2025. We do not improve. We actually go down, which is, I guess, to be expected a little bit because we did drop Haniger. We did do some moves here. We're looking for long-term success, not really looking to win immediately, which we will be fine. Though that's the playoff bracket. Texas, Baltimore in the AL, Dodgers and Braves in the NL get the buys. We go take a peek at the awards. You did just see it there. It was spoiled, but Aaron Judge, 60 tanks, hits 355. Good God. I mean, come on, dude. This guy's 32 and he's still not regressing yet in the game. 355. Video game numbers, man. Literally. Aaron Judge gets the MVP. He wins it back-to-back. In the National League, Ronald Acuna and Austin Riley right behind him. The Braves have won 3 straight National League MVPs, with Riley getting it last year. Acuna takes it back. You look at the Cy Young, Jacob deGrom, 17-3, gets the nod over Kyle Bradish. In the National League, Spencer Strider beats out both Dodger pitchers for the NL Cy Young. Batting title, we already knew, and nobody was beating 355. Of course, Aaron Judge has taken that, and Acuna takes that as well. So both the MVPs also win the batting titles. Reliever of the year, Brian Abreu in the American League. Evan Phillips in the National League with his 53 saves and sub-2 ERA. Rookie of the year, here we go, Fister Furbush. The first Cap to win a major award is Fister Furbush. It's our guy. But it is one of our creative players. It is Showtime's creative player. Fister Furbush gets the Rookie of the Year in 2025. And in the National League, Hugh Cox, another creative player. Actually, all 3 creative players. 1, 2, 3, Hugh Cox, Albert Pujols Jr., and Rendon if he cared. All 3 of those are creative players. Hugh Cox is DJ Moore. Albert Pujols is Sammy. And Rendon if he cared is 3-Mac. 1, 2, 3 for the Caps in the National League. But Hugh Cox takes it. 28 bombs, drove in 88 runs for the nation's capital. Hank Aaron Award, come on, that award's not even fair this year. Let's go through the Gold Glove positions. First, Seth Lugo for the Royals. Rutschman, Josh Naylor, Brendan Lau, Josh Jung, Anthony Volpe, Stephen Kwan, Julio gets back-to-back Gold Gloves in center field. Atta baby, Julio. Riley Green in right field, and Brent. Nope, that's not what we're doing quite yet. So we'll go back here. In the National League, Miles Mikolas for the Cardinals, Gabby Moreno, Frederick Freeman, Estrada for the Giants, Ke'Bryan Hayes for the Pirates, Tovar, Gurriel Jr., Michael Harris, Fernando Titties in right field. For the Silver Sluggers here, which is not exciting of an award, but we're going to look anyways just because. I have no idea why I went that far back. I'm sorry. Brent Rooker. Yanier Diaz. Wait. Mitch Garver. Oh, I was thinking. I saw Mitch and thought Haniger. I was like, wait, I traded him. Why is he? Okay, that makes sense now. Vlad Guerrero. Jose Altuve, Devers, Siegs, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, and Yordan Alvarez. National League, Nolan Gorman beats out Shohei, William Contreras, Matt Olson, Ozzy Albies, Austin Riley, O'Neal Cruz, Acuna, Corbin Carroll, and Nolan Jones. Those are the awards for this year. And if we go look here, this is the new thing here. We can look at the Caps over the course of their career and be reminded of all their awards. The Rookie of the Year will go to Fister Furbush. And he will be enshrined on that old Jackie Robinson Award forever and ever. Let's go through the playoffs here. Might as well. Where are we at? Let's start in the American League. The Astros sweep the Blue Jays. Minnesota takes 3 to beat the Yankees. Then Houston sweeps the number 1 team in the American League, the Texas Rangers. And Minnesota also beats number 2 teams. So both wildcard teams in the American League make it through, while the Twins sweep them. So the winner of the American League Central goes through to the World Series, currently up 2-0 on the Diamondbacks, who beat the Phillies in 3 in the wild card. Cardinals swept out the Mets. Then lost to the Braves in the second round in 5. The D-backs took the Dodgers to 5 and ousted the number 1 seed Dodgers. Then ousted the number 2 seed Braves in 5. So it is the number 4 seed wild card team D-backs against the number 3 seed Minnesota Twins in the World Series, and they are currently up 2-0. It is now 2-1, 3-1, and the Twins have defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Peter Griffin, one of the Caps, gets a World Series ring. I don't know if he plays on the roster. We're going to go find out. I went the wrong way or I went too far. Twins, we don't know if he plays in the major leagues or not. I don't think he does. Did he get traded? Or he didn't make the roster? Hold on. Hold your phone. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm stupid. He did make the major league roster. I don't think he played, though. No, 19 games. No, these are absolutely postseason stats, I believe. I could be wrong. Let's go see who definitely played. Julien. Yeah, so we just look here. Peter Griffin did not play. 0 at-bats in the playoffs, but he does get a World Series ring. Ryan Jeffers pretty much plays everything in the playoffs, 56 at-bats. But Peter Griffin, our first Cap, I believe, I can't remember who won last year, but Peter Griffin gets a ring as our creative player. As we head to the offseason, to 2026, hopefully we can continue to do better. We should have a mid-range draft pick again, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Next up will be our Cap Recap Season 2, where we go through every single creative player, look at their stats, look at their improvements, and see where they are and see how much they improved. Guys, if you want to add a creative player to this franchise, all you have to do is fill out the Google form in the description. That's it. That's all you have to do. Fill it out. You never have to do anything again. I will add your player to the next possible spring training that we have. If you get it in quick enough, I can get it in for Season 3 for 2026. But if not, you may have to wait till 2027. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next episode with Cap Recap Season 2.